Okay, so first you take any rhinestone transfer you have and you're going to trim it. Take off the backing and put it on your decal material. I'm using parchment paper to protect my heat press. Just fold it over. You want to have your heat press set at 330 degrees Fahrenheit. Mine has a Celsius meter, so I have it at 164. Put your material on your press, bring it over, and shut. About 10 to 12 seconds. Make sure that you have it long enough that the glue will melt on the back. And over. Okay, we're going to just let this cool for a second. Okay, and then you very carefully peel. If that happens, then you're just going to see how there's some loose ones that did not melt. So you want to put it back in. Now, I find the reason that I get that problem is because I have two different size stones in there. There's 6s and 10s. So if you do it with one size stone, actually you have a lot more success. But I like the way this one looked. So this is what it looks like in there so far. We'll try this again. Give it a second to cool. What also helps, a little trick, is to throw it in the freezer for just a few seconds. It gets nice and cold and it's real super stiff and it's really easy to peel off this clear film. We're going to try this again. There we go. See how it's coming off nicely now? Your excess decal material is I just trim it really close. You want to leave enough edge. So a lot of people do this with their vinyl cutters. They have like the lines that'll cut this edge really close, but I'm kind of doing it without the vinyl cutter. So you don't need to have one. Just a good pair of scissors. And then if you wanted to, you could go in even like these little spaces like this if you want to get it really clean. I do that sometimes. I'm going to do it with this one because I think I'll like the look of it better, so I don't have a bunch of decal material hanging on. Just on these couple letters. Down here. Okay. Alright, and we're going to go put it on the car. Okay, so what you want to do is make sure you clean your surface really good. We just have like a standard window cleaner or all-purpose cleaner. So I already did that. And then there's two ways that you can mount this. One can be dry and one can be wet. And then if you do it dry, you can do that with smaller ones and just peel off the backing and stick it on dry, but you're going to get air bubbles. So this one I did wet and it was a little bit better. So you have, this one was a dry, so you can see where the air bubbles are, and then this one up here was put on wet, so it's a little bit better. Now this is the same technique sort of that you would do for vinyl lettering. So you're going to spray. I don't use the, this isn't going to be on here that long. And then peel your decal carefully off of your backing. Now, They tell you to push and squeegee, but I find it really difficult to squeegee rhinestone decals. So I get it wet and then I move it around and push out bubbles. That seems to work the best for me. So, and then once you get it on there, you can kind of dry up all around it. Dab with a lint-free cloth. I'm just using a paper towel. No big deal. Household stuff. Found another bubble there. And then you just let it dry. And once it's dry, it is set. And if you try to peel it off, all your little rhinestones are popped. So as soon as it's dry or it's to the point that it's not going to move anymore, don't touch it. Leave it alone. And thank you. That's how you do a rhinestone decal.